In this video help, we're going to be covering the last screens to be used in the application. Let's go ahead and look at this menu and go down here to where we just finished the website data. Just below that, we see the following three screens: the catalog group by list, the recipe catalog list, and the recipe type. Let's start with the group by. We covered these in some degree in the last videos, but I'm going to repeat some of the information so that it's very clear what we're using this for. The grouped by is a part of the actual catalog screen, and it is used to identify different kinds of data periods. In this particular case, it could either be a creator, editor, website, business, date, month, year. You can add whatever you want so that when you're using the catalog and you want to do a specific search by a keyword, these pieces of information will be available. Now you can also click on the add button like we did before and change whatever was in the particular list of items. You can edit the list by clicking on the button and making it something that you want to utilize in your version of the application. So you have the freedom to go ahead and have the information you want. Now be aware the grouped by is a part of the data catalog. It is not a recipe type of a catalog lookup. It's used in the main screen, which is the catalog itself, to search for different kinds of records based on the data in those fields. So for example, if I come back over to the catalog, that would be these fields here, and this is the group by field. I access that group by field list that we were just in by clicking on the header in that field. And again, this is the drop down with the information that is provided. Okay, let's go ahead and go over to the actual recipe portal, and I want to show you that there are two additional recipe information lists. The one first being the category list, the category being breads, chicken, whatever. You can also edit this particular record by clicking over here and then coming in this screen, and then go ahead and put in there whatever you want as far as in the list of items. The list in this case are entree type of things, like or meal preparation, for example. You could have a main course, or you could have side dishes or whatever. In this particular case, you have meat dishes and whatever. You can put whatever you want in here, like I have a chicken dish. You can have a salad or whatever it is that you want as far as a category, where if you're in the either screen, either the portal or on the catalog data screen, when you do the popover for the recipes, these are things that you can search by in those recipe records. And remember now, if we're going to recall, you have to be in the actual recipe record from the portal, which is over here. You cannot do a search in this particular screen. So you would go to the portal, and it automatically switches to the portal where you can go ahead and do a search and use the start find and perform find as doing the search. Now again, I'm just going to repeat so that we have all of our questions answered. You can search by any field in a portal except for the image right here to find records. You can even use the drop downs and use those to search by, because when you're using these fields, or in this case what I did is I clicked a second time and then I put in what I wanted to be in there. So if I use the drop down, I could just go ahead and click one more time and then type in what I want to put in there as a specific thing. In this case, I said dinner and lunch instead of just dinner, which is in the list. So you can ad lib and take one or two things and put them in, and when it searches to do a find up here, it'll empty the field, and then you can go ahead and put whatever you want back in there. It'll search either by dinner or by lunch. So that's one way to see a meal that might be prepared for a lunch or a dinner. Okay, let's go back down, and the next thing we're going to be looking at is the type, and I'm going to go do the type list and take me to that same screen. In this case, I have side dish up now, but you could edit dinner or whatever you want to do. You can go ahead and change those: breakfast, barbecue, and whatever. Now this is a type of a dinner. In case it's a party or lunch or picnic or whatever it might be, a tailgate party, meal or whatever, or just a party itself, these give another ability to go in and look for a specific thing that you want to, as far as a recipe that may be a lunch, a dinner, a breakfast, or whatever. This is appropriate for the kind of things that you want to do, or if you don't see it on the screen, again, just click on the add record and go ahead and change that. Let's go ahead and just click on it. You can see that it actually changes the field up here, and you can add whatever you want. And I could say, I don't know, anything that we want to put. So you can have that field in there. Another thing you can do is you can leave one blank record in here. And I'm going to go back and show you what that will allow you to do. You can come back to the catalog. You can go into the recipe portal. And now when you go over there and you look at the type, I could click in here and there will be a type field that could be blank to go ahead and look in there. Now what it's doing is it's not showing it, but it is there. Maybe I did that in category. Let's go ahead and look. No, I could do the same thing in category. But you can always back out one of the fields if you have to by clicking a second time and then taking out that information that you don't want in the actual record over here in the catalog. So basically what I'm saying is just go ahead and back it out. Okay? Clicking on that and backing it out will not remove it from this list. So appropriately, even though I didn't get the blank space in there, it will allow you to do that by just highlighting it and then backing it out, or just pick any other item in the list to replace what's currently in there. So that's kind of some of the stuff you would want to know. And as you can see here, I'm in the main screen in the catalog, so I don't have access to the Do Action menu. If I go ahead and click here in the portal, now it is available to me to do searches. Okay, you can do that from any location you want to, or you can do a search in this screen to look for another recipe and then make modifications no matter what the difference is as far as the ID is concerned. But if you're doing a find and you want to go to a specific group main thing for the catalog, you will need to put the ID in for that particular group, for that particular topic in the catalog. If I'm confusing you, if you have questions or you need more additional help, go ahead and contact me at vclement@gmail.com. Thank you for taking all these videos.